How's it going, YouTube? This is Mr. Gaming for Fun coming at you with a Altergiest deck profile. This is thanks to a buddy of mine. He sent me through the mail. If you guys saw that last mail day opening, basically 3 copies of every Trickstar card, and I decided to build the deck and test with it and see how it would work. And I digged it pretty well, guys. So let's get started on this. We're gonna start with your 3 Meliseek. Send it to the grave with Linkaribo. You get an automatic search, get that multi-faker, and then if this one stays on the field and you can attack directly with it, and if it does do damage, then you send an opponent's card to the graveyard. Works really well. Something that I like about it, but I hate being on the receiving end, because I remember when I started going to the locals that I just moved close to in Texas, and I lost to this when I was playing Lightsworns, and most of it was my fault for using Judgment Dragons. Pay 1,000 to pop everything. I was down to like 200 between that and damage, and they were able to top deck this card and then attack me for game. And that was kind of like one of the reasons why I didn't decide to build the deck until basically much later, like right now. After that, we've got our 3 Silquitus, which I know most people are running 2. I've tried running 2, and I don't like it. It ends up going to the graveyard when I need it the most, and I end up losing my traps as well. So 3 is my personal ratio that I like. After that, let's see, I'm gonna move these out of the way just to get them out, guys. We've got our 3 Marionetters, and those ones, just you normal summon it, you pick any Altergeist trap and set it to your field. Really great if you already have that multi-faker in the field or in your hand, and if it's late to or mid to late game, you summon this and you end up sending any Altergeist monster on your field to resurrect a different one in the grave. So nice resurgence right there. You can revive that multi-faker for another spam, but by then you're probably already going to win that turn. Let's see, after that we've got our 3 multi-fakers. Just the card itself that I feel like makes the deck really competitive. Just the one card, or maybe just the one deck you can say is a multi-faker deck. But you have a trap in hand or on the field, you activate it, and then you summon this card after everything resolves. And when this card is summoned, you special summon an Altergeist from the deck, usually the Silquitus and then the multi-faker if you're not using the other one. And you can only summon Altergeist the turn you use it, so kind of a drawback if you're going into like multi-faker to Meliseek and you want Linkaribo, you can't do that. For the last of the Altergeist, we've got Kunkiri, which great booty right there. Just when this monster with that 2400 booty, it's got that negate the attack, and it can negate monsters or one face-up card your opponent controls while this card is on the field, and it's really nice just to stop the opponent's monsters from or cards from activating their effects. After that, we've got a few hand traps. We've got 3 Drolenlock and then 3 Ash. Just they're basic. Everybody knows why they play them, why these cards are expensive, so no explanation right there. The only thing I would say is with the decks I was playing against, Drolenlock did not come in handy. I even used one for a Linkaribo, but it wasn't necessary, and just Ash is the better one. After that, we've got our field spell, which 2 Secret Village. Great card, especially when you use Metaverse. Activate this and then chain that, or not chain, but resolve that multi-faker after. You get to play your spellcaster, they can't play spells, and by then you should have a good field. And then if you bring out a Silquitus and they try to set like 1 or 2 traps, you can bounce it to the hand during the end phase when they can't do anything else. So really good to get rid of it. After that, we've got our draw power, which we got 3 card of demise and 2 paw duality. I'm only running the dualities for limited draws, but that demise extra 3 cards. I was even thinking of switching out Demise for Spellbook of Knowledge, just because you send a Gravekeeper, or not a Gravekeeper, I'm playing that in a different deck, sorry. You send a Spellcaster to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. If you do this with Meliseek or Marionetta or even the Multi-Faker, you can just get that draw 2. And that would probably be a better reason, because Card Demise doesn't let you special summon anymore. After that, it's all traps. We got that 3 Metaverse to try to get Spellbook or Secret Village as soon as possible. And then, let's see, we got 2 Altergeist Protocol, which I'm even thinking of putting a Skill Drain in this deck, just because Skill Drain with this on the field, you can still use your Altergeist effects. And then this one, you can send an Altergeist to the grave to negate a, let's see, monster's effect, and then destroy it. After that, we've got the, let's see, we got the 3 Personal Spoofing, and then that one just, it searches out any, let's see, any Altergeist monster when you send an Altergeist card from the hand or field into the main deck, so you can't use the link monsters. And then that one, just, if they called it Altergeist Spoofing, then probably really broken, because Marionetta get it turn 1 or turn 2, and you can just do some crazy plays. After that, we're playing Manifestation. The deck's Call of the Haunted, basically, but the combo that I like with this is, if you activate it and chain Silquitus, you can bounce this back to your hand, special summon the monster, and you do not get the negative part of if this card is removed from the field, destroy the monster. So I really like that. Great that they errated it just so it would match the OCG. And then to finish off the main deck, we've got our 3 Torrential Tributes. Just this way, you stop the opponents with monsters, and then after it resolves, summon that Multi-Faker. So another great card. After that, we've got the extra deck. 2 Linkaribos just for that Meliseek. We've got the Akashic Magician, just to have it there. I don't really go into anything else other than Hextia and Linkaribo. So these other ones just were there to fill the slot, guys. So it's Nightmare Cerberus. We got Kidolgo, which I haven't even used, just it's there because it's there. Then 3 Hextia, just this card, amazing. When it points to an Altergeist, it gains attack based on the attack. So if you do it with Marionetta, it's a 3100. If you have a Hextia point to another Hextia, it's a full 3000. Now for the effect that's not once per turn is, if a spell or trap is activated, or when it is, you can tribute an Altergeist this card points to and negate it. So that's not once per turn. If you have 2 of them on the field, you can negate 2 back row cards with it. And then if it goes to the graveyard, you can add a Altergeist card from the deck to the hand. So really good searching. After that is 2 Prime Banshee. Again, never really got to use it. It's just there for the name. Might bump that down to 1 if I try to add more into the extra deck. And then we got that 1 Ngrisu just to have non-targeting removal. I know Meliseek targets, and then if you bring this out and send cards to the grave, it's kind of like the I think it's Ignister or whatever that synchro is for that Draco Slayer. Just send it to the grave and not have to worry about the destruction. And then for the last 2 cards that we're playing in the deck, I think that's a 14 count for the extra. We've got Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Just I'm running Waking the Dragon in the side deck, and if they're playing something like Cosmo, which I did go up against a Cosmo deck for fun, and I was able to bring this out, and it turns out they were not able to get over it because they were doing like minimum Cosmo stuff. They weren't trying to go explosive with Dark Planet or anything like that. So this card came in really handy. The guy even tried using Dark Hole, and he couldn't get around the effect that it's unaffected by other card effects. And so I got a little kick out of it. He was stumped at how to get over this, and I told him just Kaiju if you have it. He's like, I don't run Kaiju, so Again, it's like Cosmo running kaijus doesn't seem normal, which understandable. But other than that, not sure of any other ways to get around this. If you guys know, please go ahead and comment in the comments. Let me know if there's other ways to out this card, other than I think Solemn Judgment or whatever, anything that can negate Waking the Dragon. But then we've got the side deck, which if I work on the extra deck more, like I've got a Firewall Dragon that I can probably put in here and use that, or I have Isolde that I can throw in, so that can all be used for Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Just banish their extra deck stuff depending on what I have in mind. We've got our third Protocol in case we need it. We got 3 Dark Bribes if I'm going up against like I think Sky Striker. Then I've got my 2 Waking the Dragons. I'm waiting to get a third one in my collection, and one's common, one's super. I just got this one from my tournament this last Sunday. Then we got Rivalry of Warlords, which that's just there to be there. And then to finish off, we got Heavy Storm Duster, just to get rid of that back row. And that's it for the deck, guys. And I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Again, if you know of a different out other than kaijus on Ultimate Falcon, or if there's like some ruling where you can't tribute it. I know that's a game mechanic, so if anything, just let me know, and hope you guys had a good time watching this video, and I will see you later.